Why is it so hard to get a video made? You might notice it's no longer my silly blue stare well, like it was last time. See what it was? Looks way better. But this paneling was under the paneling. But this is the only area that has paneling because I have been a demolition woman for the past few days. See here where you've got some lovely old electrical. Just kidding. None of this is hooked up. This is the whole reason why we're rewiring the entire house. Well, there's lots of reasons. The electrical is ruined. And I think if you've seen any of my previous videos since I've moved here and I have mentioned anything about the house, you'll know why the electrical is just ruined and just cut or weird stuff like that. But anyways, I took out all the ugly white and blue fake paneling stuff off the walls. And I have revealed a lot of lath and plaster. Here's lots of lath, but little plaster because it all crumbled. I'll give you a little look around. You can see the old wallpaper. and underneath is a lot of crumbly lath and plaster. It's been a dirty job, but weirdly enough, and Erin even agrees, that this lath and plaster and peeling paper and crumbly wall and open staircase wall, which is open up here too. Look, I'll show you some more. There's this part of the wall. There's some more electrical on the wall. But weirdly enough, both Erin and I think it looks actually homier without that white and blue surrounding us. This exposed wall and all this clearly needing some serious work to us looks homier than the white and blue. Anyways, that was an update on the latest remodeling I've been doing. I have to still haul all that paneling down because we're going to burn it. It's all just sitting right outside the front door at the moment. Today's soap, I'm going to actually just make another corn silk soap because fragrance oil I'm going to use today is blood orange. It's a very desirable orange smell. That's how I can describe that. And I'm going to swirl in a little Orange You Lovely mica into the soap and honey, and I'm also going to use coffee as the liquid. So I need to talk to you for just a second. So this morning I went and looked at my Nezumi Soaps channel just because I haven't actually been logged in for a month, and I haven't really looked at stuff for a couple months, to be honest with you. First of all, I want to mention YouTube's playing ads in the middle of my videos, and I don't have enough views to be making money off of ads. They used to only do it at the beginning and the end on people who don't have enough watch time to monetize their videos. Well, now they're putting their ads in the middle of my video. You know how frustrating that is? I was frustrated enough that they were putting ads at the beginning. It's frustrating because they're just making money off of people who don't have enough watch time or subscribers and interrupting their videos and making them... People who do not have enough subscribers or watch time should not have ads on their videos because they're trying to get an audience, and ads just... And the creator gets nothing for it except maybe a loss in potential watch time. Anyways, that just made me so mad because I clicked on my last video just to click on it because I haven't looked at my channel for so long. And sometimes you just got to check on your stuff, you know. So this morning I was drinking my coffee and just browsing YouTube, logged in as my Nezumi Soaps account. I've actually got 4 YouTube channels. I actually got 5 YouTube channels. One of them I completely do nothing with. I clicked on the subscriptions tab, to look at who you're subscribed to. And I was scrolling through them, and over half of them haven't uploaded in months. And I just kind of want to know, where's my soapy friends? Where did you go? I know that I have been minorly absent. This is like my 6th or 7th batch this year, and we're coming to the end of September here. So I know I've been slow on this channel lately, and that's because of moving into a home that needs a lot of love, and it takes a lot of time. And then also working on my other channel that is monetized, and I am making some income from it in order to help with having a home. So that's why I've been absent, but I just really wonder where most of my soapy soap makers are. There are still, I think about 10 of my people that I'm subscribed to are still making soap. A lot of you are missing, and I'm just wondering where you went. And maybe you're not even here watching my video, and that's okay. I haven't watched a whole lot of soap making videos for a long time. I used to be very active in the soap making community, and then I, kind of disappeared, but then you also disappeared, and I'm wondering why. I just hope everybody's okay, I guess. Well, let's go make this orange corn silk soap now, shall we? Hope I don't disappoint you, but I already melted the corn silk in here. Got all my oils measured and melted. My fragrance oil is measured, and all I really need to do is add honey. I guess I could do that right now. And I'm going to do, the super specific, this much. Don't ever do more. I'm just kidding. You'll have to let me know if an ad plays in the middle of my video, just so I can get mad about it. I know I shouldn't get mad, but it's, oh my goodness. Talk about selfish greed. And then here's this. I need to scratch this off here. I told you in the long ago past that this was a free spatula. And how can I say no to a free silicone spatula? But it wants to sit this way more than this way. I don't know. I need to scratch off Walmart. I was talking about greed, and then all of a sudden, anyway. Let's pour in our coffee, lye, and corn silk. You can see some of it did not dissolve. They should get stick blended into oblivion. Yes, oblivion. Let's pour this in. I think every batch of soap I've made this year has been coffee and honey soaps. Let's oblivionate this corn silk, this leftover corn silk. Okay, I'm going to add our fragrance oil. Okay, now I really just want subtlety when it comes to color. I really like subtlety. I like wispy and, oh, there's some orange in here. That's cool type soap. We're going to make this little bit orange and then leave the other part uncolored. Hopefully we can get this mixed in well enough. I do wonder if maybe some of my soapy friends that I used to watch on YouTube, and I didn't stop watching for any reasons against anybody. It's just that I got too busy for watching YouTube. But I do wonder if maybe they quit making videos because, well, I don't know if they quit making soap, but as everybody in the whole wide world knows, everything's so expensive. And it almost feels criminal to sell your soap for the price it's worth, because who can even afford to buy your $9 or $10 bar soap? Well, I sold soap at the very beginning of 2023, and everyone was so nice because I was trying to get rid of my whole inventory. And people were actually helping me out because you guys have hearts of gold. But the way everything has increased in price, and when I do open up my Etsy shop again, I'm a little bit nervous because I don't think I can even afford to sell my soap for, I think I was selling them before for like $5.50 to $6.50. $6.50. I would love to make a profit. Oh my goodness. But what I really want is just to be able to make enough money to pay for all the ingredients to make handmade soap. And the people that are able to actually make a living off of handmade soap, You are some hard-working people or something, or you're able to sell yourself as well as the soap, because I am not a salesman at all. I have a hard time telling you, oh, now this soap is going to be amazing, and you're going to love it. You're going to love it more than any other soap, so you should get my soap. I can't do that. So I would think that the only reason people would buy my soap is either the price is right or good, or they just know me or like me or something and want to be supportive. But the soap making world is full. It was full 2 years ago, and I'm sure it's full now. I didn't do so good on how much soap I've made this year, and I'm hoping that next year I can do a little bit better. Let's go at an angle, because angles are fun. We're going to drop from high above and then come down a little bit. And we're going to swirl the top. Well, first I need to bang out some bubbles. Then we'll do the timeless infinity swirl. Because it just looks so pretty. There's no denying it. I know everybody does it, but goodness. It's such a simple thing. And I just think it's beautiful. Well, my friends who are here, I'll see you tomorrow, except it'll be in a couple of seconds. Next morning, of course. We got some soda ash on there. It's still sort of slightly soft, but it's not dramatic. Got a little bit of, what do they call it, fragrance leakage, but it just absorbs back in. No big deal. As always, we cut off the edge to use as a sample piece. Zero orange decoration in there. Well, there's a little bit. Just drops. That's right, I didn't do any swirling, did I? I just dropped it in. They call it a drop swirl, but I don't know how much swirl we'll have. I actually like the little bit of texture of the uncolored there with it. I wonder why it looks like that. I like it. Very simple. I'm not sure how to describe it, but I like it. Maybe you can help me describe it. When I'm done cutting the soap, I'll let it sit for a few hours and then I'll stamp it. And then I'll film my outro of me holding the soap and saying, look at the soap, look at the stamp, like I do. Very subtle. Not an extreme amount of orange thrown in there. I'm curious about the discoloration because you see how it's darker on the border? I think the middle is going to turn into that color. So this fragrance must discolor a little bit or something. I like it though. Kind of plain, but still there's some interest. It's not plain, just kind of plain. And our final cut. Two days later. Smells very good. I've used this fragrance oil before. It's a good one. If you were to imagine just a regular orange, but as a very heavy, not heavy as in like, oh, that's so strong fragrance. It's more like heavy as in full fragrance. Does that make sense? It's not like a, oh, it smells like orange. It's more like, wow. What is that? It's like orange and that's what it's like. That's what it smells like. It's pretty dark though, isn't it? This is the last bar, so the back doesn't have much on it. Nizumi Soap side stamp. I have some sad news. My final rat, Gordon, has passed away, so I am currently ratless. And it's been 22 years since I have not owned a rat. I'm not actually in a huge hurry to get more rats because of my current situation, I guess. I mean, the amount of work that needs to go into owning a fixer-upper home, plus having a huge garden, plus taking care of everything outside. And if you have pet rats, you need to pay attention to them, and you have to set aside time to pay attention to them. It's not like a dog where they can come up to you and you can pet them and be friends with them, or if you're outside, the dogs can just be out there with you. If you have rats, you have to deliberately make time for them. Otherwise, you're going to have sad, scared, or mean rats. And at this time in my life, I don't feel like I've got the time that is required to keep pet rats. But someday, I'll get them again. I just figured I should share that update on my soap channel since my soap's logo is a little rat, and Nizumi is Japanese for rat. Why do I have a Japanese rat title name for my soap? Because I've always liked rats, and I was learning Japanese at the time of making my soap company. I was super into learning Japanese. Japanese is cool. What are you doing up there? What are you doing up there? That's Jackie Brown. Hi, Jackie Brown. You're eating flies. I know you. She's eating dead flies. We live next to a cattle pasture, and in the fall, flies swarm, and they find their way in the house. And this year, that seems way worse than last year. Like, really bad. The flies are bad this year. Boris is up there too, but he doesn't eat flies. He's too dignified for that. Well, I'll talk to you later. My mother is actually calling me at this very second, so see you next time.